It's Metal Church right here on your Classic Metal Show with the Badlands, and good to hear that song. I love Metal Church. Looking forward to their forthcoming release, the follow-up to 11.
Should be good, man.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. Since you and I have had a long career in radio, both terrestrial and obviously internet, which is what we do now, which is much more free for us to do what we do.
Sure.
And we're not sponsored, no, buddy to answer to. Mm-hmm. One of our stalwart listeners, John Phillips, passed along a story to us about some DJs who got taken off the air.
Oh, no, for being bad boys?
Yeah, apparently so.
Okay.
This will have a twist in it that will absolutely drive you nuts.
Okay.
But let's get into it.
All right.
New Jersey 101.5. Hey, it's New Jersey 101.5, the home of the Dennis Malloy and Judi Franco show.
Ugh, Dennis Malloy and Judi Franco?
Yes.
What's the station? I want to look up what they're...
It's New Jersey 101.5.
New Jersey. On my fucking computer now. New Jersey 101.5. Let's see what they are. Proud to be New Jersey. New Jersey's news radio. Ugh. Ugh.
I love the sound of disgust.
Well, on the cover, the big story is salon owner found dead in Hamilton swimming pool, which, looking at her, I'm not too upset about that. She looks like Tammy Faye Baker with a crown on. Go to the website. It's nj1015.com.
Okay.
Just look at the main graphic. That alone makes you not want to listen to this station.
101, is it 0.5 or 1015?
1015.com.
Oh, .com. Let's take a look here.
Everything about this website is awful.
Yeah. Ooh. Ouch.
Not only that, look at the dick that's on the air now at the top. Bob O'Brien. Look at that guy just begging for a cock in his mouth. Look at that guy.
Yeah, I see that.
And then if you scroll down, you got kittens and cakes. Ugh. This is terrible. This is just bad. And then, of course, I do see the story.
Yeah.
But I'll let you read it. I'm not even going to read this shit. I'm just going to... Look, here we go. 6 in New Jersey. Is that what they call it? SIKHS. Is that called 6?
I guess.
6 in New Jersey are proud of their turbans, say harassment is no joke.
Well, we're getting there. That's what this all had to do with.
No,
this is Sikhs. That's a Sikh.
Is that a Sikh? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't speak that language. In this country.
Right.
I don't need to know what that is.
Yeah, that's being a Sikh.
All right, that's being sick to me.
All right. Well, anyway, New Jersey 101.5 has taken its midday host, Dennis Malloy and Judi Franco, off the air.
Fired, so fired.
Until further notice. In light of the comments about State Attorney General Gurbir, Gurbir, Grewal. It's Grewal, Grewal, I guess. Gurbir Grewal.
G-I-R, so G-I-R.
No, it's Gurbir.
All right, gerbil.
And his last name is Grewal, Grewal.
The gerbil grower.
Yeah.
All right, the gerbil grower. He didn't like the comments or something?
Well, let's get into the story.
All right.
That Attorney General Gurbir, blah, 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 made during Wednesday's show.
Mm-hmm.
We are aware of the offensive comments made by Dennis and Judi during today's broadcast. That station said, we have taken immediate action and we have taken them off the air until further notice.
Yeah!
We're going to show them.
And then they came into the studio just for a second on their hands and knees to issue an apology, I'm sure.
We are investigating the matter, and we'll have further comments shortly.
Oh, good.
Malloy and Franco had been discussing Grewal's recent order to suspend marijuana prosecutions when Malloy said he couldn't remember Grewal's name and told Franco, "I'm just going to say the guy with the turban."
What's wrong with that? That's bad?
I guess it is.
The guy with the turban?
Yeah.
And that's considered racism now?
Well, it didn't say racist. It said offensive.
Why is that offensive? He is wearing a fucking turban in every picture I'm seeing.
I guess you're not allowed to point out the obvious.
So if he would have said the guy with the tie, would that have been offensive too?
Probably not.
Because he's wearing a tie in every one of these fucking pictures. Dude, for anybody that's listening, and don't trust me on this. You do it too, Neeley. Just look up his name and click on images. Gurbir Grewal.
Well, I've seen the photos. I have seen the photos. And yes, he has a turban on in every photo. Yes. I'm
looking at 50 fucking photos, and there's not one where this guy has a fucking top of his head. He's a turban head.
Yeah.
Old mushroom head looking fuck.
You're fired, Chris. I can't have that offensive commentary on this show.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'd fucking come in his turban like the popes.
The pair continued to call Grewal Turban Man throughout their segment.
All right. And they fired him for this.
Yes.
These people, and by these people, I mean the management of this radio station, are fucking cunt fucking pussies. Jesus Christ.
Chris, this is your second warning, all right? I can't have this offensive language.
Hell, I guess you're going to have to fire me, because fuck Turban Man, and fuck these fucking, more to the point, fuck this radio station that's that fucking afraid of, what is this guy, the governor or something?
No, he's the Attorney General.
So what? Go ahead, read your story.
I knew this would get you fired up in the second hour.
Read your fucking story.
The comments caught widespread attention on social media and in national news stories late Wednesday evening, around the time Governor Phil Murphy released a statement saying he was
offended.
No, he was
outraged.
There you go. By the comments.
Now, we're going to call Phil Murphy non-Turban Man.
Right.
Okay, so non-Turban Man was offended that they called him Turban Man.
Right.
All right.
An audio recording of the segment was cited frequently on social media.
Oh, my God. It probably was shared by like 20 people. It was fucking incredible, the buzz that came off of this. 31 people gave a sad face and 20 shared it. Oh, my God. They should be murdered for this.
Murphy, in a statement released just after 9 p.m., well, this guy should have been in bed by that time.
Yeah, what's he on social media? Well, that's when I get on social media,
yeah,
too.
I know, but he's sharing a statement at 9 p.m. at night.
Well, yeah, that's when people are on. That's when he can get his votes.
Describing the host's comments as abhorrent and xenophobic.
Oh, really? Xenophobic?
Xenophobic.
The guy is wearing a fucking turban! Every fucking picture! Every fucking picture, this fucking cocksucker Gerbil Grewal, or whatever his name is wearing a fucking turban! He is Turban Man! Put a fucking T on his goddamn chest, he's so Turban Man! Fuck this guy!
His statements were echoed in similar criticism from the state ACLU, State Senator Vin Gopal, Hoboken Mayor Ravi Bahala, and others.
What the fuck is going on with their election system?
Well, they're becoming third world over there on the East Coast.
You mean Ravi was upset by Turban Man?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's shocking.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And now as a state order, everybody that goes to jail and is assigned to jail by the Attorney General here is going to do what? Have to eat curry?
I guess.
Fuck these guys. Oh, my God. What is wrong with New Jersey?
Well, what is wrong with our society in general?
But how in the fuck can they be upset by the term Turban Man, and yet New Jersey and New York were the fucking hometown of Howard Stern? Howard fucking Stern made billions of dollars saying a whole lot worse than Turban Man. Now, I get it if he called him shit in the street man or something. But he did. He called him Turban Man.
Well, they didn't call him Brown Turban Man or something about, he shouldn't be in this country or he should go back where he came from or some kind of a statement like that. But they just called him, I can't remember his name. Let's just call him Turban Man.
I'm going to call him Wishes He Didn't Have a Toilet Man. That's what I'm calling him.
Right.
Jesus.
Grewal is the state's first Sikh Attorney General and the American-born son of immigrant parents.
Mm-hmm. Look, I have no problem with him winning or anything, but Jesus fucking Christ. It doesn't sound... Now, correct me if I'm wrong. He hasn't made a statement.
Not that I'm aware of yet.
Everybody and their brother has made a statement.
Of course.
But Turban Man is just shutting the fuck up and letting everybody else do his dirty work.
Well, more or less. But, we since social media is so accessible to everybody, mm-hmm. We all have to share our collective false outrage.
Yeah, I guess. Well, where is that on social media? I need to share that immediately and express my outrage.
Right. And
demand that, what are the two's name? Dummy and Dumber?
Right. Dumb and Dumber. No, it's Dennis Malloy and Judi Franco.
I'm sure. Just Dennis and Judy.
Yeah.
The Dennis and Judy show.
Right.
I'm quite sure that's a fucking real joyful listen. A fucking dumbbell in a hole. Ugh. And the worst they can do is Turban Man. Ugh. Have some balls.
Yeah, that's ballsy. A proud son of New Jersey immigrants, Gurbir, Gurbir, has committed his life to giving back to the state and nation that have given his family so much. His story is an American story, Murphy said when he announced Grewal's nomination last year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
do you think these guys have a steady barber? I'm always curious. Do you think they actually take their hair, their turban off to get a haircut or something?
No idea. Maybe they do it in the dark.
Or would they bother?
I don't know.
I mean, Gerbil here is. There's not a picture of Gerbil without a fucking turban on, so it really wouldn't matter if he has any hair or not, would it?
I don't think it would.
Yeah, I bet he does not have a hair. I'll bet he does not have a barber. Whatever. Fuck Gerbil and fuck this radio station. God damn it, dude.
I know.
10:30 and you're going with this shit at me?
Well, you said you needed something to get you in the mood.
Wow. All right.
But, that's the spirit of what this show is. It gives me all the reason in the world to be vindicated that you and I spend our time bringing the show every week and have the audience that we've built because we don't put up with this bullshit.
Well, that's true. Hey, I want to go to that store that Demon put in the chat room, Turban Outfitters.
The Turban Outfitters.
That's funny.
Very nice.
Got to give that Turban Man fucking credit for putting that little T up there. That's funny.
The New Jersey legislature is on its summer break, but Governor Phil Murphy wants to make sure lawmakers don't forget about raising the minimum wage as quickly as possible.
Yeah, those turbans aren't free.
On Wednesday, he tweeted about a minimum wage reminder. It stated a full-time minimum wage worker in New Jersey earns about $8.60 an hour, which amounts to $344 a week and less than $18,000 a year. Well, You know what? That's what a minimum wage is. It gets you started.
Yeah. You know what? That's not supposed to be your end game.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the bare minimum that's supposed to make you say, man, this fucking sucks. I need to make more money.
Right.
Isn't that, that's how I always understood it. And I've worked plenty of them when I was younger. When I was in my 20s, I worked, back then it was like $5.65, I think, was the minimum wage.
Uh-huh.
And I can remember I was working at ITT, which was they made auto parts or something. And everybody around me was making like $22 an hour.
Okay.
And in the same office, I was making $5.65 an hour being their IT guy.
Right.
And I was like, this is fucking bullshit. And my boss was, I went to my boss and said, look, I got to make more money than this. And my boss was like, well, fucking learn something. Get a better skill, dickhead, or move on, or, go find another job because we ain't paying you. And why do people think that they should be okay to, you should not think that you could be a single fucking parent living on minimum wage. You shouldn't be able to pay your bills on minimum wage. Should make you want to go out there and do more. Fucking jizzbags.
Yeah, I agree. Well, the story now continues with the fire, the DJs removed from the air.
Oh, of course.
So New Jersey 101.5 host Dennis Malloy and Judi Franco issued
their big apology, I'm sure.
Yeah. An apology.
Of course.
For today for the comments they made on Wednesday regarding New Jersey Attorney General Gurbir Grewal.
Yeah, don't read it yet because I want to guess ahead of it. We are terribly sorry if we have hurt anybody's feelings in any way. We are the last thing that we are is xenophobes or bigots. We are proud to be in a country where everybody can be welcomed in. And the last thing in the world...
Don't forget the word inclusive and diversity.
Yeah, we encourage diversity here on the Stupid and Dumb Show. And we are just horrified that we made such an egregious error. We, again, are terribly sorry. And please, just kill us because we're such bad people. All right, now read the real apology.
All right. So they issued an apology today for comments made on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. We offer our sincerest apology
of course you do.
to Attorney General Gurbir Grewal, as well as the Sikh and the Asian communities.
Asian?
Yeah.
Right.
And Asian communities.
Wow. Do Asians wear turbans?
I guess if you're a Sikh, I guess.
Okay.
For a series of insensitive comments we made on the show.
All right.
For 21 years, the Dennis and Judi show, 21 years.
Wow.
Has been unscripted and free form. We use humor and sarcasm to make a point and add color to the broadcast. In this instance, we were off the mark.
Oh, brother.
It was a mistake we both deeply regret.
Fired, so fired.
We respect all cultures and beliefs, and we are deeply sorry for the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Pain.
Right.
Caused to the Sikh community. They caused the pain to an entire community.
All right. Right here. I'm going to email you real quick a clip of the Dennis and Judi show so that you can see what we're missing.
Okay.
This is I'm doing this completely on the fly here, but I think I found the clip that we want to hear. Dennis and Judi. They seem like they are very very cutting edge with their commentary. I have not heard this myself yet, but apparently this is a big debate on the Dennis and Judi show before it was canceled.
Okay.
Can deodorant lead to cancer?
Yeah, it's got that aluminum in it.
It's a big topic on the Dennis and Judi show.
Yeah, talking about deodorant causing cancer. Did you send it yet?
I did send it.
All
yeah.
right.
I sent it to your personal.
Okay. Let's see here. What do we got here?
With one comment, I don't wipe either. It's unhealthy as hell. What kind of fucking show is this?
I don't know. We cover all the topics that are helpful for the community.
Well, these guys have a lot of really fucking cutting edge, really dangerous topics. Here's another one. It's okay to steal from Walmart. Whoa. These guys are fucking radical.
All right. Well, I'm going to play some of this audio.
Let's hear how good these guys are.
Well, this is Dennis and Judi talking about dangerous deodorant.
All right.
Hi, it's Dennis and Judi. And what are you doing?
I didn't use it today, and it's cold, and you don't know.
No, I did know.
No, you don't know.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we had a listener call in today when Dr. Oz was on the air.
You can listen to the clip right now.
I don't wear it anymore. I wear the natural stuff, and it doesn't work. But I take 2 showers a day because I believe underarm deodorant, all the aluminum, all that stuff is getting in there, giving women breast cancer, giving us all cancer. You're putting something in a tight.
I avoid it as much as I can, and Judy laughs at me.
Yes, I do.
Some people claim it's dangerous because it clogs your pores up
does.
with aluminum.
You're painting a portion of your pores every day.
Oh, my goodness.
That's about as much as I could listen to.
And the thing is they're doing this on video.
I know.
So he's going through the motions as if he's applying deodorant.
Oh my God.
And he's holding his arm up so she can sniff his underarms.
Boy, how'd you like to fuck
From the time you're
it?
14, every day you're painting over it. You
That
think
may
that's
be
good for your skin?
Okay, that may be so, but at the same time, in terms of health threats or potential health problems, that is like so far down on the list that you should be worrying about it this much. And I'm going to tell you why. Look at the other things you do, Dennis. You don't wear a seatbelt.
No.
You smoke cigars.
Yep.
You get stressed out. You drink a lot.
I don't drink a lot.
Okay, well, to me, you drink a lot. Yet you're going to sit and
One
worry
bourbon
about
a week.
a little bit of cream in your armpits.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
If
Dennis.
it's real cold.
If the benefits outweigh the risks,
Right.
fine, I understand.
I'm just saying,
or
not
if
all
the
the
risks
time.
outweigh the benefits, I get it. But this is just dumb. And you smell.
I certainly hope you enjoyed this video. And if you...
It's nothing to enjoy.
Who could enjoy that video? All right, Google them. Now I got to hear more fucking Dennis and Judy.
Well, do you want to hear their apology?
Oh, I definitely want to hear that.
All right. Well, here is the two apologizing, Dennis and Judy apologizing.
All right, let me hear them firing themselves.
All right.
Hi, this is Dennis Malloy of the Dennis and Judy Show, and on behalf of Judy and myself, want to convey our very heartfelt apology to the State Attorney General of New Jersey for the comments that came out on our...
He can't even say his name still. He goes, I want to apologize to the Attorney General of the state of New Jersey, Turban Man.
You might remember him as Turban Man, but that's offensive.
Right, that's offensive.
Our show on Wednesday, he certainly deserves much more respect than that. And importantly...
How is that disrespectful?
And why does he deserve more respect?
Yeah, why? What did he do?
Why does he deserve more respect than identifying him by a piece of clothing that he wore? Well, how is that disrespectful?
I don't know the answer.
You know, would it be disrespectful if you called him Beard Guy?
I don't know.
I mean, look, the reason he said it is because he can't pronounce his fucking name.
Right. And he was trying to be kind of humorous.
Yeah, he's trying to be funny. I mean, sounds like this guy's been devoid of that for a long time. but you know, it sounds like he was trying. You know, and man, oh man, anybody that shared this on social media and expressed their outrage, they need to be taken out back and gunned down. They just need to be fucking murdered. They are the problem with this country.
You're absolutely right.
Just shut up. If you don't like it, fucking believe me. If I lived in New Jersey, I would have no problem turning off Dennis and Judy, but I sure wouldn't have gotten to Turban Man to do it. These two have zero fucking going on. And my God, you're going to fucking try and bring them down over Turban Man? Fuck off, you fucking jizz buckets. Jesus.
To the Sikh and South Asian community of New Jersey, who we've had a very strong and close relationship with over the past 20 plus.
They've had a close relationship with the Sikh community.
You've never met anybody fucking in the Sikh community, you lying jizzball.
We've had a close relationship.
Yeah, what do you got? Fucking Robbie's House of fucking Curry as a sponsor? Shut up. He's had no relationship with the Sikh community.
Yeah.
Unless he's been arrested and had to go in front of this attorney general. Shut up.
Years that we've been on the air together, there have been times they've reached out to us and we've reached out to them and helped each other.
What did you reach out for? What exactly did you reach out for there, Dennis? Tell us exactly the situation where you reached out to the Sikh community for something. You lying jizzball.
That you'd have no reason to do that.
There's no reason at all for two fucking whiter-than-white fucking douchebags doing some fucking sterile afternoon show to have interaction with the Sikh community about a goddamn thing. Just stop it.
That relationship and feel very bad for any hurt that we may have caused or undue attention that they certainly didn't want or ask for.
Undue attention.
They get it when they wear the turban.
Stop pointing it out.
If a guy walked down the street wearing a goddamn football helmet, do you think people would notice?
Of course they would.
Or do you think if they walked down the street wearing a fucking Spanky hat with a propeller on it, that people would fucking notice? This guy's wearing a goddamn turban and talking about every goddamn criminal thing going on in your state. Of course you're going to notice. Holy mother of fuck. My God, this guy, he fired himself with this fucking, with this apology.
Right.
Because he just basically said, yep, we fucked up. That's what he did. He said, yep, we're very guilty. And he's not guilty of anything.
No.
He didn't do anything wrong. He's guilty of not standing up to his station manager and telling him to go fuck himself.
He's guilty in public opinion.
Yeah. But he should have just said to when his station manager called him in, and he should have said, not apologizing. Fire me or don't. You know, and that's what he should have said, because they're going to fire him anyway. They did. They took him off the air. They're not going to bring him back. He's done. So for all this fucking whining and crying and whatever, what's he going to get out of it? Not a goddamn thing. Stupid.
And again, our heartfelt apologies to the Attorney General. We try to do humor in our show every day with current commentary, and we try to brighten up people's days. And yesterday, in our attempt at humor, on Wednesday, we failed at that, and we apologize for it.
No, you don't.
On behalf of Judi and myself, we're very upset and deeply affected by this. And again,
your bank account is affected by this.
You're not going to get that $500 a week this week there, Dave.
Dennis.
Whatever his name is, who cares? I'm going to call him Non-Turban Man.
Right.
Because that's all the more I need to know of Dennis.
Sure.
Dennis and Judi. Ugh.
Apologies, and we thank you for listening.
You're done, Dennis. You're done.
Might want to look into driving a bus, Dennis.
Right.
Because you're fucking over at the radio biz.
Right. New Jersey 101.5 announced that the station had suspended the pair for 10 days.
Oh, so he does keep his gig.
And they will not return to the air until August 6th.
Well, good for them.
Addressing the apology and the suspension, New Jersey 101 WKXW-FM President Rhonda Castro added, "We take these comments seriously and echo Dennis and Judi's sincerest apologies to Attorney General and his family, as well as the Sikh and Asian communities."
Dude, why don't we get everybody from the CMS to listen when they go back on the air that day?
Yeah.
And just have everybody light up their phones and just ask, hey, did Turban Man accept your apology? I'm serious. I'm not even kidding. That would be great if we had 30 or 40 of us just all at once just calling their phones, and no matter who gets on it, just call after call after call until they stop taking calls.
Right.
That would be fucking great.
I agree.
I think, when is that? I'm going to put on my calendar.
It's August 6th.
August 6th?
Yeah.
I am definitely going to put it on my calendar right now.
Dennis and Judi are known for their plain-spoken brand of humor, but in this case, the language used was clearly demeaning. It was demeaning.
Demeaning. They called him Turban Man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And
right.
Inappropriate. New Jersey is a state that is rich in diversity.
Is it?
And our radio station has served as the people's voice for 30 years.
Really?
With Dennis and Judi's help, we will use this incident as a learning moment.
Oh, God.
How about, you know what? I think there's a handbook out there. I think the list of required terms are learning moment, diversity, inclusion, offended, apology. I think there has to be a whole list of those words.
Right. Ugh, this is bad.
It is. So we want to use this incident as a learning moment to further a dialogue of inclusiveness for all residents of our great state.
They are terrible.
Yeah. Don't forget all those key words.
Yeah, got to have those.
Those are important.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
give me some more Dennis and Judi. I got to hear some more. Because they are funny. Yeah. I can see why they kept them.
Did you send me more?
No, just do a search in YouTube. You'll find more.
All right, let's go to YouTube and look for Dennis and Judi show.
Type in Dennis and Judi in Walmart. I haven't listened to it, but it says why Dennis and Judi think it's okay to steal from Walmart. That's got to be cutting edge radio.
Walmart. Okay, here we go.
Has 520 views.
Why Dennis and Judi think it's okay to steal from Walmart.
They're 520 views.
Wow, look at that.
It's a big show in New Jersey.
All right, let's take a listen. Let's see what's going on there.
All right.
Alex in Lebanon, hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
A few months ago, my girlfriend, her car battery died. She was stressing over the money for a car battery, and I was like, honey, I'll put it in for you. So I went to an unnamed big box store to buy a car battery, and I had a couple other things in the cart. And I'm doing self-checkout. That's the only thing open at this hour. And the lady's helping someone else get a price check on an apple juice. I have to wait like 5 minutes to get her to come do something. One of my items she needed to sign off on me buying or something. And I was so frustrated at this point, I just left the car battery in the cart, walked out of the store. My girlfriend got a free car battery.
That's about a $90 value.
Is it?
Yeah,
120, and I slept well that night.
And it was Walmart. It was Walmart.
Now, why did he point that out?
Well, one, this sounds awfully lot like one of those fucking fake calls.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like one of those setup calls.
Yeah, from a less than reputable company.
Yeah, but why is Dennis saying it was Walmart?
Yeah, I don't know.
What difference does that make?
Maybe it was Target, Dennis. You ever think of that?
Yeah, maybe it was Meijer. Maybe it was, over there, I think they have a chain of stores called Wallbonds or something like that.
I don't know. Dennis is cutting edge.
Yeah, he is. All right.
I will not confirm or deny that.
People don't feel bad stealing from Walmart.
You're right. And where else can you get a couple of other items and a car battery?
Yeah, nowhere.
Walmart's the worst, though. And it's like, it's the thing of, if you're going to have to do these kind of self-checkout, I swear it's only self-checkout. I'm a very normal person. But if you're going to make me do self-checkout, if I can get one over on you, I'm going to.
And you were doing your girlfriend a favor by putting the battery in for
her. I would not sleep for a week if I did that.
Right. I get a little scared going into that specific Walmart, I must admit nowadays. But, besides that, all's good.
They're not looking for you, Alex.
I'm scared of walking into every Walmart.
Yeah,
but that's for a different reason.
Yeah, not because we stole something from there. When's the last time you went in, Jude?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was there
It's pretty far from me. I would go in every day.
Yeah.
But it's like...
She would go to Walmart every day? Who would do that?
Who is listening to this shit? Who in their fucking right mind is sitting by their radio going, you tell him, Dennis, walk right out with that battery. You go, girl. You go. I wouldn't sleep either, Judi. Shit. Who is listening to this drivel?
I'm with Judi. I'd go there every day.
For what? For what? Why would you? Dude, between the two of us, I don't think we've been in a Walmart this year.
No, I haven't. I can tell you that.
I haven't either.
I haven't been to a Walmart in years.
I will say I buy their groceries and I pull up to the outside and have them pull it for me because I really don't want to deal with the fucking people. But this is cutting edge radio. Neeley, we got to start doing some of this.
I know.
Maybe next week. Do you have a CVS up there or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think next week you and I both need to go into a CVS and then we can do like a half hour comparing points.
Right.
On what kind of shampoos they sell versus the cost of toothpaste. And why we should buy our toothpaste there instead of our shampoo. What do you think?
Sounds like cutting edge radio.
It sounds like this bullshit.
All I got to say is brilliant.
Brilliant.
All right.
Wow.
Half an hour drive for me to get to Walmart. 25 minutes.
Target
Pain in
is
the
like
neck.
visiting your sister or your brother.
Right.
Walmart is like visiting that old aunt who won't shut up and smells.
Well, she smells because she doesn't use deodorant like you fucking disgusting pig.
I don't get that. It's like visiting your aunt as opposed to Target is like visiting your sister.
I think this guy's fucking dementia's going in and out. He's just fucking saying words.
I don't get that comparison at all.
Yeah, well, who would?
It's bizarre.
Dude, why do you always do this? Why do you always try to find logic in illogicality?
Because I want to figure out what the hell prompted you to say that.
What in the world would make you try to figure out Dennis and Judy? It's terrible radio. That's what made him say it.
It is.
This is a guy that is a fucking D-level radio host at best. That's all you need to know. This guy would never get a job in a major market. I guarantee you this 101.5 is not doing much business. This is some shitty station in the middle of the dial. That is just a fucking tax write-off for the real station under the same umbrella.
Right.
That would be my guess.
All right, here we go.
I think it's worse, honestly. I think it's like visiting the uncle who used to molest you.
You're so fired for saying that. How about the people who have been molested, Judy? You know, how come you don't have any feelings for people who've suffered that trauma?
At least she didn't call her molester Turban molester.
Oh my God, Judy!
Then we'd have a problem.
There's going to be a meeting after this show today. We're gonna have to talk about that.
I'd like to apologize for the rapists that have never been to Walmart, because if they were in any way offensive, we have great diversity toward our rape community.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Target should sue her for comparing Target to being a child molester.
That's right.
Is that because they let have unisex bathrooms? Is that the reason why, Judy? You bigot.
You know, we try to be inclusive to everybody, including rapists. So we did not mean any disrespect to anybody that has raped anybody that also shops at Target.
Right.
What the fuck is this show?
Well, he lives with the aunt that is old and smells. He's in the basement. That's awesome.
He's in the basement.
If you like this video, subscribe
Wait
to
a
our
minute.
channel.
Stop here. I want you to rewind about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Listen to that great Aunt Ethel laugh.
I know, just laughing and laughing.
But she's got that really old lady laugh, that like an old witch.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Well, he lives with the aunt that is old and smells. He's in the basement. That's awesome. If you like this video,
That's awesome.
It fucking reminds me of Phyllis Diller.
Right.
Jesus.
So that's the entertainment that New Jersey is losing, but there's more to the story.
Oh, good.
There are more.
Okay.
Gurbir Grewal is the Attorney General, the top law enforcement officer in the state. But when he walked into an office building earlier this year, his title and accomplishments are not what security guards noticed.
Oh, boy. They noticed his turban?
Stop pointing out the obvious, will you, Chris?
They noticed his tie? That better?
Grewal,
Noticed his shoes?
they noticed how pointy his shoes were and how they curled up on the ends.
They noticed his hand looked like he just ran it through his ass crack?
Grewal's colleagues had no problem getting into the conference, but Grewal said he spent 15 minutes explaining who he was before he was allowed in to give a keynote speech on diversity and inclusion.
Well, maybe that's because of that trigger he was holding in his hand and that fucking extra large, whatever that he had under his shirt.
Right. Grewal, a practicing Sikh, wears a turban.
Mm-hmm.
I've been called a towel head, a rag head, a terrorist, he said during the conference.
Okay, well, now we know who he is.
Yeah.
What's the point?
On the day I was nominated to become the 61st Attorney General, one commenter asked where I parked my elephant.
Pretty good.
Death threats have become a fact of life for me.
Mm-hmm.
What's more troubling is that these vulgar comments are no longer confined to those dark recesses of the internet. They are now being said in our public squares.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, New Jersey 101.5, host Dennis Malloy and Judi Franco referred to Grewal as the guy with the turban and Turban Man on the air.
Horrible.
Governor Phil Murphy later blasted the host for the abhorrent and xenophobic comments, saying, "Hate speech."
Brother.
That's the other one that needs to go into that book.
Add that to your book, Neeley.
Right. Has no place in New Jersey and does not belong on the airwaves. Yeah. A firestorm of criticism from elected officials included U.S. Senator Gary Booker, Senate President Steve Sweeney, and State Senator Vin Gopal, all Democrats.
Of course. I have to really, really, as much as I want to kill Dennis and Judi for being so awful, I got to give them a bit of credit. They have this much heat coming on them, and they didn't lose their gig.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
I guess.
That's a lot of heat coming at you to just get 10 days suspension.
Sure.
Nice. Good for them.
The station pulled the show off the air Wednesday, and on Thursday suspended the duo for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Both hosts apologized on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
It was a mistake we both deeply regret. We respect all cultures, blah, blah, blah. We heard all that.
Yeah. Do we get, when he comes back August 6th, do we get an hour story about how he sat through diversity training and Judi telling him how he smelled because he didn't use deodorant?
Right. No, he said, "You smell like a Sikh. Would you use deodorant, please?" And then they got pulled off for 20 days.
Right, 20 days that time. And everybody but President Trump downed him. President Trump said, yeah!
Then President Trump invited him to the White House. He made both Dennis and Judi the new director of communications at the White House.
But they have to wear turbans when they give speeches.
Right. just for their reparations.
Right, exactly. That's how they give back, by wearing a turban.
Exactly. For some members of New Jersey's Sikh community, it was another opportunity to educate the public about one of the most misunderstood religions in the country.
Right.
And explain why the radio host's comments were hurtful.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Too funny.
Oh, here's a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
This one came from Gurbir Grewal, the subject of this Turban Man thing.
Right.
So he tweeted out to @New Jersey 1015.
Mm-hmm.
My name, for the record, is Gurbir Grewal. I am the 61st Attorney General of New Jersey. I am a Sikh American.
Right.
Why aren't you just an American?
Yeah.
Why do you have to be a Sikh American? Why aren't you just American?
Yeah. If you're so diverse or you're so part of the culture, then just be part of the culture.
Yeah. I have 3 daughters, and yesterday I told them to turn off the radio.
Yeah.
Don't tell me his daughters were listening to that.
No.
Really?
I'm sure his daughters sit around listening to two 60-year-olds doing radio.
Yeah, they're doing it in afternoon drive. You think his daughters were listening to that?
No.
No, they weren't. They were out there playing with their friends.
Right.
Or they were on social media or doing Facebook or something stupid like that.
Of course.
Simra Singh, the senior religious fellow at Sikh Coalition, a civil rights group, said Thursday that they are living at a time when people are targeted simply because how they look That's always been the case. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not today. It's always been the case.
I was going to say, is that new?
That's not new. And what they believe or what language they speak, yeah, we speak English here in America. And if you speak something other than English and you expect everyone to change because you don't speak English, sorry about you.
Yeah. Look, and again, it goes to what we always say. This fucking guy, he's obviously free to wear his goddamn turban wherever he wants to wear it.
He was elected to a public office in this country.
So wear it. Doesn't mean we got to accept him. Yeah, he fucking, you know what? Sorry. I still would look at him and be like, ooh, look at this fucking weirdo.
And I think we need to be a little more sensitive. There's the other word that needs to go in the book, sensitive.
Yeah, well, I think we don't. So let's agree to disagree, cunt.
Right. In that this is in this current moment. New Jersey is the home of 100,000 followers of the Sikh faith, one of the largest concentrations in the country. The religion believes in service to humanity and that all peoples, regardless of faith, worship one divine entity.
How many people in the Sikh community of New Jersey do you think listen to Dennis and Judy?
I don't think they do.
Do you think any?
Well, somebody did because they were offended and outraged.
I doubt it was somebody in the Sikh community. I'm sure he was told by somebody else, some intern or something.
Sure. Sikhs can stand out in public because they sport unshorn hair. There's your answer, Chris.
Okay.
And many wear turbans.
Okay.
Which Aman Sihra, the Northeast Director of the Sikh American Legal Defense and Education Fund, said, it's meant to be something that is distinctive, something that you do notice. Okay, well, Dennis and Judy noticed it.
Yeah. They didn't say it was bad. They just said that he's Turban Man.
Yeah.
He's probably the highest holder of an office that wears a turban.
Yeah.
So he's Turban Man.
Right. It's a symbol of social justice. When you see somebody in a crowd and you see someone with a turban, it's the responsibility of all the Sikhs to help those in need. Sikhism started 500 years ago in India as a movement to promote equality at the time, and only nobility and royalty wore turbans.
Yeah, oh, well.
With the Sikh movement, anyone was free to wear the turban. So you're not so special. I can wear a rag wrapped around my head the same as you do. So there, pal.
Yeah.
It's a reminder and a symbol of identity to do good and help those in need, as well as do good for yourself. Wasn't that the same reason why the Shriners wear those fez?
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw the head of a Shriner committee and you called him Fez Head, would that be offensive?
I would call him fucking, Flintstone, because the Flintstones are the only ones I ever saw wearing those dumb hats.
Oh, Mr. Cunningham on Happy Days also had one. He was part of the lodge.
Yeah, he was in there too.
Yeah, he always wore a fez.
A fez.
Yeah, Fez Head. So from now on, if we ever cover a story and I notice a guy's wearing a fez, I'm just going to call him Fez Head Man.
Oh, don't do that. I don't want us to get kicked off the internet.
Yeah. This makes them visible targets.
Well, then that's on them.
Yeah. Sikhs can be targets of hate crime, usually because they are mistaken for Muslims. Don't mistake me for those fucking guys.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're encouraging it. Yes.
Oh my God, I like that statement just by itself.
Who put out that statement again?
Well, they're explaining the plight of the Sikhs. That they often they're targets of hate crime because people mistake them as Muslims or Arabs.
Yeah. Okay. So do your best not to be mistaken.
Right.
As a Muslim or an Arab.
Right.
If it bothers you. There's Mr. C with his fucking fez on.
Yeah. See my recall abilities?
I know. You remember a lot, man. I didn't know until this minute that was called a fez.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay. After the 9/11 terrorist attacks by Islamic extremists, Sikhs experienced an increase of harassment. Mm-hmm. In 2012, 6 people were killed and 4 others wounded by a gunman at a Sikh temple in Oak Creek, Wisconsin.
Wow.
Too often, the turban invites scorn.
Okay.
A 2014 study found that more than half of Sikh children are bullied in school, with 2 in 3 children who wear turbans suffering harassment, according to the National Sikh Campaign.
Right.
Well, here's the thing, and this goes with any religion or whatever. If you know that your custom, your form of dress or whatever is going to invite, I don't know what you want to call stereotype. Now, I'm not advocating that anyone should attack anyone for no apparent reason just because you don't like the way they look. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that it's been proven time and time again that people do have their prejudices. And especially if you're going to live in this country, where you really do stand out, because the average American out there does not dresses and looks just like the average Walmart person.
Right.
But when you wear a hijab or a turban, or you wear a burqa, or you're going to call attention to yourself. Right. And the thing is that in one hand they're saying, yeah, the turban draws attention, and the other hand is you're not supposed to notice it. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, stop looking at me while I try to stand out.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Yep.
A 2014 study found that more than half the Sikh children are bullied. According to the latest hate crime report by the state police, the most frequent victims of biased crime in 2016 were Jews, Muslims, and Hispanics. But Sikhs have not been immune. In 2008, for example, a 16-year-old boy were injured when his turban was set on fire by students during a fire drill.
Wow.
Was it? Maybe that's what they thought the fire drill was for, was to set the turban on fire.
Guess so.
Maybe they mistaken the reason for the fire drill.
Look at that in the chat room, Nathan. Seek and destroy.
Seek and destroy. Very good.
Wow.
Let's see here. Many callers to the New Jersey 1015 show on Thursday defended Malloy and Franco's comments as harmless humor.
Well, I agree with that.
One of the calls was from Ed Fortune, the marijuana activist known as New Jersey Weed Man.
Oh, Jesus. Well, that's not a good guy to fucking have on your team, probably.
But they called him Weed Man.
Weed Man was standing up for somebody else being called Turban Man.
Exactly.
That's good.
A longtime listener and a frequent caller to the show, he told Steve Trevelise, sitting in for Dennis and Judy during the normal midday slot Thursday, that he'd heard Wednesday's comments and expected the station to get complaints. Mm-hmm. I took it to a radio shtick. I took it as radio shtick. I didn't take it as racism. I've heard worse, I think, said Fortune, who often criticizes systematic racism. Mm-hmm. But for the Bridgewater caller, Raj, an Indian immigrant who said he came to the United States 35 years ago, there are issues beyond intent to consider. I think Dennis and Judy is the best show on New Jersey 101.5, but they made a stupid comment.
So what?
I would like to ask Weed Man or anybody else if he holds Roseanne to the same standard.
Roseanne?
That's what he said.
Okay.
There's a difference in what you can say about Asians and what you can say about other minorities.
No. Wrong. There's no difference on any of it. On any of it, you could say anything you want. You don't have to be politically correct.
Right.
Why don't anybody understand that?
Right. I've been called camel jockey, a dot head, go back to your country. It's almost done with a wink and a nod. It's just a joke. What's the big deal? We see Hollywood doing it. We see elite colleagues doing it, discriminating against Asians today in terms of diversity, he continued. The left doesn't make any noise about that when Hollywood does it or the colleges do it.
Yeah. Well, he's right.
C. said Malloy and Franco's comments discredited both the turban as a religious symbol and personally undermined Grewal, who was appointed by Governor Phil Murphy as the nation's first Sikh Attorney General and had been appointed by then Governor Christie as the nation's first Sikh county prosecutor.
And as we see by this current president, it's all about giving respect to fucking political people.
Right, of course.
Jesus, really?
Identifying the turban itself is not an issue. It's when you're saying, I'm not going to remember your name, that you disrespect it and you lose the meaning of the turban, which symbolizes equality and helping those in need. Did you know that?
No, and I don't need to know that. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck. I don't have to give a fuck about why you do anything. You don't matter to me. Fucking Gurbir Grewal or whatever his name is, he doesn't fucking matter to me. He's just some fucking guy. You know, he's just some fucking guy. So why do I need to fucking know that his fucking political this or his belief system? I don't need to know that. I don't care. If he doesn't do his job, then maybe I'll pay attention to him. Till then, I could give a fuck. Dude, who's the Attorney General of fucking the state of Illinois?
No idea.
Yeah, there you go. No one knows that, so shut up. At least we're close knowing that the fucking guy in New Jersey's Turban, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we got something that we know.
Sure.
Shut up with this nonsense.
Singh said when it comes to Sikhs wearing turbans and beards, there has been an incredible amount of violence and racism that has come with people acting on negative stereotypes about what they think people are like based on their appearance. You don't want to be judging books by their cover. You don't want to be judging people based on their appearance because you will develop really problematic assumptions based on negative stereotypes, and that can do an incredible amount of damage to the entire community.
Can it?
Grewal declined interview requests but addressed the controversy Thursday on his personal Twitter account.
Oh, good.
And that's when he said he told his kids to turn off the radio.
Was it in English?
Yes, it was in English.
I was asking. Maybe they had to use Google Translate to read it.
This is not the first indignity I face, and it probably won't be the last. Sometimes I endure it alone. Yesterday, all of New Jersey heard about it. It's time to end small-minded intolerance.
Is it?
Let's listen to a little bit of the outrage.
Okay.
Over the comments.
All right, let's hear it.
New Jersey 101.5 has taken midday hosts Dennis Malloy and Judi Franco off the air until further notice in light of comments about State Attorney General Gurbir Grewal made during Wednesday's show.
All right, they just put them all up there. You have to read it yourself.
Yes.
So I'm not going to do all that, but still. The outrage. So there you are.
Yeah. Oh, well. Well, good for good for them, I guess, for keeping their gig.
Yeah,
that's pretty solid. They kept their gig when it went all the way to fucking Washington, bitching about it.
Yeah,
bravo to them. But wow, who cares? You know, in the end, who cares about this fucking turban, man? That's so fucking minor. If you're offended by that, then you're offended by just about everything.
Right.
So take that Ravi or whatever his name was that was complaining. Raj. Wasn't his name Raj?
Yeah, Raj. Ravi. R-A-V-I.
Ravi was complaining about Weed Man, right?
Yeah.
And are we really talking about Ravi and Weed Man's worry about Dennis and Judi? Jeez, oh man.
Well, again, one of the reasons why the Classic Metal Show thrives without advertisement, without seeking out listeners. They find us and they stay with us.
Yeah. Other than Philip Powell, who fucking said that we've done 2 horrible shows in a row.
Really?
Right before I banned him.
2 horrible shows in a row.
Said, this show is shit tonight, man.
He said that today?
Yeah.
He didn't find this funny at all.
5 minutes ago, we suck, and this is terrible.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I love it. I love it. So there you go. There's every reason why we continue doing what we do, and we enjoy what we do.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Monday morning meeting.
No, thank God.
Well, we heard your show over the weekend, and we didn't really like this at all.
Dude, I can't tell. I did that 100 times with Kim Monroe, and there's nothing worse than that. Sitting in an office trying to justify something that you said that was clearly a joke, but trying to justify it as as meaningful commentary. It just sucks. And it's like, why? Just let it go. We're making money, so who cares? That was always my answer. Is the show making money? All right, then who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Hate people.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, let's take a break.
All right.
Since Nathan brought it up in the chat room, I think it's a perfect ending to this.
Okay.
Seek and Destroy.
All right, perfect.
Here's Metallicash exclusively here
on your classic metal show.